Jai Matha. Welcome back to Ramambika channel. This is the fifth part of life sketch of Divine Mother Sadguru Shree Ramadevi. From this chapter onwards you will hear Divine Mother emerging as the teacher, the mother, and the Saviour. Here is where we all need to listen, observe, and adopt. Not only that, we need to educate the upcoming generation. We request all to share and spread Divine Mother's teachings, because only through Mother's disciples Divine Mother address the universe. The Spiritual Ministry. Ministry of Compassion. During the first few years of Divine Mother's spiritual ministration, only the women devotees flocked to Mother for guidance and grace, solace and security of mental peace. But it was upon those unsophisticated devotees that Mother bestowed her supreme blessings and compassionate grace. By sheer power of motherly love and holiness of spirit, Mother conquered them all and converted them into ardent votaries of higher spirituality. The contact with Mother's blessed personality rewarded those earlier devotees with sublime spiritual experiences. Their illiterate minds were unable to grasp the fundamental doctrines of spirituality and the philosophical aspect of Mother's teachings. But by the subtle inward perception which Mother gifted to them and the extraordinary devotion they developed towards Mother, they could assimilate the essence of what Mother preached. The illuminating precepts of virtue and the inspiring example of Mother's own dedicated life created helpful environments for their evolution into higher stages in spiritual development. Kirtans in the holy presence of Mother and the high spiritual moods and samadhis into which Mother often plunged brought them into intimate contact with the mighty waves of Mother's spiritualizing energy. Initiation into the potent Mahavakya of the Shree introduced them into the richness of a higher life. Their pious minds were set on the rapture of a deeper devotion. With stability of faith, there arose in them a ripened understanding, insight, power of introspective analysis and mastery over passions. The monotony of a mechanical life disappeared, homely duties became source of pure joy, dedication became the dream and vision of their aspiring consciousness, the secrets of scriptures which even scholarly intelligence cannot understand properly, were revealed to their dedicated minds, by progress in inward meditations and increase in devotion. The vision of Mother's indwelling presence dawned which acted as a correcting power in their process of self-purification. Various aspects of divinity, emerging from thus transcendent godhood and various divine characteristics with the personalities of the divine incarnations of the past started manifesting in Divine Mother. In fact, it was the blessed sight of these traits of divine manifestations that inspired a strong faith in the hearts of Mother's devotees in the mysterious truth of Mother's divinity. During the divine exaltations, called bhavas, Mother plunges into a highly exalted order of God consciousness and stands identified with the deity, in the serene samadhi, assuming the corresponding posture of the divine. The posture of the physical body, the nature of the facial mood, the divine demeanor, the appropriate mystical hand mudras and the marvelous change in the devotional atmosphere introduced in her presence, all were in accordance with the aspect of divinity manifested, the sweet love-inspiring, bliss-bestowing, bewitching tender personality of Sri Krishna, the Supreme Lord of Love, playing on the invisible flute, introduces an atmosphere of supreme delight and rapture of love, serene, the elegant, the magnetic personality of Sri Rama, established in a calm majesty, holding the famed bow, brings into being a presence of harmony and peace. The grand, the self-absorbed divine posture of Lord Shiva enwrapped in the beatific peace of deep concentration, quells the wave of mind and induces the mood of meditation and silent contemplation. It was during that initial phase in her career as a spiritual preceptor in Tellicherry, that one day, Divine Mother had the unique and splendorous vision of the divine abode of Goloka, means, the celestial abode of the Lord Krishna, where dwells the eternal divine pair Sri Krishna, the fountain source supreme love and Radhika, the sweet-souled embodiment of purest divine ecstasy. This vision endowed Mother with a sublime perception of Mother's own supercosmic divinity, standing beyond and behind the creative sport, a witness to emergence, sustentation and dissolution of countless universes. The vision also gave Divine Mother a clear revelation of the supreme mystery of creation and showed her how the ineffable Absolute became the dual personality as Shiva and Sakti, how the one multiplied itself as the many, yet all the while, remaining in the absolute purity of all transcendence. Emerging from the experience of this stupendous vision, Divine Mother's personality was found mysteriously transformed into the sweet Krishna. For a continuous period of 15 days, Mother abided in the exalted Krishna bhava, perfectly identified with Krishna in consciousness, revealing the multifarious aspects of the Lord's associated attributes. Her talk, gestures, smile, movements and expressions all give out, in exact resemblance of Sri Krishna, the correct picture of Lord's enchanting divine sports. The various interesting and inspiring anecdotes of the Lord's life were seen depicted in Mother's movements as Mother remained in that superior divine consciousness. From her body emanated an unearthly perfume, supremely holy, which inspired all those who came within the purview of its influence, with elevating thoughts holiness. During the exalted Krishna consciousness, grace went from her in torrents towards all souls who sought her refuge. Some were blessed with the vision of the Lord's blissful form in all the splendor and glory of his divinity, some were overpowered by an onrush of motherly mood, some got the vision of baby Krishna, some were blessed with the most sanctified of feeling of bridal love, all were thrown into the sea of ecstasy. Sometimes, Krishna bhava would change into the supremely purifying highly sanctified Mahabhava of Ramadevi of Brindavan. Devotees could see in her the exact picture of blessed Radha, that divine angel of immortal purity, personification of dispassion and renunciation, pierced by the darts of blissful pain, perishing in the purifying fire of separation, the lustrous eyes veiled by an unending flow of copious tears, yet, shining brighter in holy grace and heavenly loveliness. It must be observed in the life of Divine Mother, Sadguru Shree Ramadevi, that each of those numerous visions and sublime realizations has its own divine purpose to serve. The illustrious life of Lord Sri Rama, the object of worship of millions of devout Hindus, is associated with the most inspiring theme of steadfastness in loyalty of Dharma. By dwelling in Krishna consciousness, in absolute identity with Sri Krishna's personality, Divine Mother manifested the tender sweetness of a dynamic divine love which alone serves as the greatest unifying force in this world. Thus the two incarnations of divinity, Sri Rama and Sri Krishna, whose respective excellences Divine Mother personified, represent in Mother's vision and life, the two great ideals, the ideal of dharmic loyalty and the ideal of impersonal love. With these two great ideals happily blended in Divine Mother's personality, Divine Mother Sri Ramadevi with the compassion and redemptive grace of Divine Motherhood, has appeared in the midst of suffering humanity as a world teacher of wisdom and morality, in order to lead the erring man to the portals of divine life, holding aloft before the eyes of the world the purity, the sanctity and the spiritual holiness of Grahastasramam. Though during the first few years of Mother's spiritual ministry, Divine Mother was mostly found to be manifesting the aspects of Sri Krishna and Sri Rama, as years passed, Divine Mother started revealing another unique aspect of Mother's real personality, the might and mercy of imperious motherhood in the aspect of cosmic Sakti. The first prominent manifestation of Divine Motherhood in all the glory of power took place in the ancestral home of Divine Mother's parents, where one fine morning, after a long absorption in Samadhi, Mother bestowed upon her father at his shrine room, during his worship of the Divine Mother, her supreme grace, by revealing to him in answer to piteous supplications to the goddess, her supremely auspicious, divine, transcendental form of the eight-armed goddess Durga. It was the glorious consummation of the age-long devotions of that pious family who were dedicated to Divine Mother Devi Durga for generation. Taken to the height of ecstasy and rapture, the fortunate mother worshipper now offered his soul's worship at the hallowed lotus feet of the actual goddess, who stood revealed to him in the peerless glory of her beauty and radiance. Since the day of this supreme revelation, he lived in the consciousness of Divine Mother's perpetual presence with a vision that saw his daughter as the absolute embodiment of the transcendental goddess, none other than Devi Durga. Jai Mata. Dear disciples and devotees of Divine Mother, we are indeed very lucky to see with our naked eye, or had witnessed the greatest leelas of Divine Mother. What more we all need? I would say, by reading so much about Divine Mother, it is for sure that Divine Mother continue to teach or deliver spiritual teaching to the millions through her beloved children. This is the true life sketch of Divine Mother. Divine Mother's physical existence enlightened millions of life, may it be human or any form of life. Imagine if this written scriptures were not made public, we would never know the physical existence of Divine Mother. Dear friends, think of millions of public who never known about the physical existence of Devi Lalithambika, or never got a change to see or listen to Divine Mother. it is the duty of each one of us, the devotees of Divine Mother, to deliver these teachings and thoughts and importance of a Grahastasramam to the millions, and Divine Mother continue to guide the universe only through her children. It is the prime duty of each one of us, the disciples and devotees of Jagat Guru, to acknowledge the inner call, because, each one of us being brought to this earth with a purpose, the purpose to serving Divine Mother, let's identify this as one of the purpose and deliver it with perfection before it's too late. May Divine Mother's blessing and guidance continue to enlighten each one of her children to attain the Supreme. Jai Mata.